As soon as the delivery guy opened the door to drop off the order, he was shocked to find the half-dressed customer inside was none other than Qi Zhang, his future son-in-law. And by Qi's side stood a strange woman. He immediately snapped at his future son-in-law, demanding to know how he could betray his fiancée. Qi Zhang froze for a second when he heard the question. A shabby-looking delivery guy, how could he possibly know my fiancée, the daughter of the richest man in the country? But just to be safe, Qi decked the man with a single punch. He then warned him sharply, no matter how you know Lu Kei, you better keep today's business to yourself. Otherwise, I've got a million ways to make your life a living hell. Even after kicking the man dozens of times in a row, she still wasn't satisfied. He grabbed the trash can and dumped all the garbage, both wet and dry, all over the man. Then he put his arm around the scheming woman, ready to go meet his future father-in-law. What he didn't know, though, was that he was about to lose everything and pay a terrible price for his actions, because the elderly delivery guy he'd left badly battered and bruised was none other than the father of his wealthy heiress fiancée, the powerful chairman who held all the cards at Lu Group. The man pulled out his phone and called his assistant to come pick him up. He was going to confront this future son-in-law himself. The reason he'd disguised himself as a delivery guy? Lu Group was planning to enter the food delivery industry, and to do market research, he'd put on a delivery uniform to drop off the very first order for the company's app. What he didn't expect was that the customer for this order would be Qi Zhang, the future son-in-law he was supposed to meet that afternoon. His precious daughter Kei had been dating Qi while hiding her true identity, and now they were finally talking about marriage. Kei had brought her dad a watch, one Qi had saved up 3 months' salary to buy, hoping he'd accept her boyfriend, who came from a humble background. After all, she didn't know she was a wealthy heiress. In her eyes, that meant he truly loved her. But the poor girl had no idea she was being played for a fool, she was being taken advantage of and didn't even realize it. At that very moment, Qi Zhang was holding the scheming woman in his arms, boasting triumphantly. I knew her identity a long time ago, he said. I never would have stayed with her if she wasn't the rich man's daughter. Now I just wait to inherit that billionaire's fortune. But just as Qi was about to get ready to celebrate with the woman, Lu Xing, who was on his first ever delivery run, called. He told Qi the security guard at the community wouldn't let him in and asked Qi to come down to pick up the order. Instead, Qi, who was in the middle of his fun, snapped at him. He gave Lu only 5 minutes. If I don't see the food in 5 minutes, you'll get a complaint and have your pay docked. Lu Xing bit his tongue and pleaded with the security guard. We're all just trying to make a living, he said. Could you cut me some slack, brother? But the guard refused to budge. He rolled his eyes and said, this is a high-end residential area. What if something gets stolen? With the 5 minutes almost up, Lu wanted to make sure the company's first delivery went smoothly for good luck. So he pulled out his resident ID card and walked into the community, leaving the guard puzzled. Could that delivery guy actually be a wealthy man slumming it? Lu Xing made it upstairs just in time. Right then, his daughter sent him photos of her and Qi in their wedding outfits. Seeing how good-looking and well-mannered Qi appeared, Lu felt a little relieved of his earlier misgivings. As long as he treats Kei well, he thought, I can feel safe handing over the entire group to him. But when he knocked on the door, he was stunned. Inside stood his future son-in-law, Qi Zhang. Lu was about to confront Qi sharply, but before he could, she knocked him to the ground. Meanwhile, Lu Kei had no idea what her father was going through. She'd busied herself with booking a lavish dinner, then called her fiancé Qi Zhang, telling him to head to the hotel early to wait for her dad. Little did she know that this one call would lead to her father being beaten again. After venting his anger, she swaggered out with the scheming woman and headed to the hotel. Lu Xing struggled to his feet, called his assistant to come get him, and secretly vowed never to let his daughter marry Qi. Unaware of everything that had happened, Qi Zhang arrived at the hotel oblivious that he'd already messed up beyond repair. He even introduced the scheming woman to Lu Kei as his distant cousin, saying she'd come to join in the fun. Then he pretended to be concerned. This dinner is way too extravagant, he said. I'll definitely pick up the tab later. We can't trouble my future father-in-law. Hearing this, Lu Kei was overwhelmed with emotion. She immediately admitted her identity as the richest man's daughter, then had all the gifts her father had prepared for Qi brought out. True to his reputation as a wealthy man, her dad had spared no expense. Globally limited edition luxury sports cars, high-end villas each worth over 10 million yuan. Qi Zhang stared wide-eyed, barely believing what he was seeing. But his joy didn't last long. A stretched Mercedes-Benz pulled up outside the restaurant, and Lu Xing, who'd been a delivery guy just moments before, stepped out, transformed into a powerful CEO. He stormed into the hotel, determined to see what kind of expression his dear son-in-law would have when he laid eyes on him.